Chag Sameach, and welcome to 5 Minutes of Torah with the BI Rabbi. I'm Rabbi Adam Stein. Hope you're having a great Sukkot and have recovered from Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah. We're getting almost to the end of these 23, 24 days of holidays that we have every year in September, October. We've been having all these holidays. Last week was beginning of Sukkot, Thursday, Friday, Shabbat. But right after Shabbat, my wife and I went out to Granville Island. We saw a wonderful musical that's called 13 the Musical. Now, unfortunately, you're not able to go see it because the run ended, but I want to tell you about it for a moment. It's about a kid who gets moved from New York, from Manhattan. His mom, after a divorce, moves him to a little town in Indiana, and it's an all-teenage cast in this musical. And he was training for his bar mitzvah, which was going to be the party of the year in New York. And now he's in Indiana trying to get all the kids, all the cool kids in his new school to like him and to come to his bar mitzvah, which he still wants to be the great party of the year. And it's sort of a coming-of-age story, and he has to deal with bullies and friends and making friends, etc. But also the bar mitzvah moment and what that means. So it was a great show. The teenage cast was wonderful. Actually, I have to say I was their rabbinic advisor. If you saw in the Jewish Independent a couple weeks ago, our Matthew Gindin, who writes a lot of articles, he's in our Jewish community here, he wrote a great article. He visited the rehearsal the same day I visited to tell them about this cast of mostly non-Jewish kids. Teenagers, what is a bar bat mitzvah? What is a haftarah? What is the Torah? I show them talit and tefillin, and I coached the lead actors, the kids who play the boy himself and the rabbi. Coached them on the haftarah, of course. Anyway, ideally, a bar bat mitzvah is not a popularity contest. Ideally, it's not just about having the party of the year. It's about celebrating the young man or young woman and his or her first time being called up to the Torah to say the Torah blessings and chant from the Torah. And this week, we have a different celebration of Torah, not a bar bat mitzvah, although we do have bar mitzvah at the end of this week, but we have Simchat Torah before Shabbat on Thursday night and Friday morning. The biggest celebration of the year, what should be, in terms of joy, bigger than Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur even. It's the celebrating the end and the beginning. We're finishing up reading the Torah for the year, and we're starting over right after that. Torah is such a central thing, our master narrative for the Jewish people, our laws, our stories. So we celebrate Thursday night and Friday morning. I will remind you, before that starts on Thursday evening, we have Shemini Atzeret Thursday morning, Wednesday night and Thursday morning, and Shemini Atzeret during this holiday is where we place Yizkor. So if you remember close relatives, even friends, on Yizkor each year, on Yom Kippur, Sukkot, Pesach, Shavuot, please come Thursday morning for Shemini Atzeret. Services start at 9:30. Yizkor will be after the Torah service, after the Haftarah, actually. But that evening, Thursday evening, we have a free dinner for Erev Simchat Torah. That's at 6:15. Then we'll have the singing and dancing with the Torahs as we're doing the 7 hakafot or circles around the sanctuary and the chapel. Then we do the singing and the dancing all over again with the 7 circles Friday morning. On Thursday night, after the dancing is done, we'll have 3 short aliyot, 3 short Torah readings from the very end of the Torah. Then Friday morning, we do those short Torah readings from the end of the Torah again, and another couple of Torah readings to get to the very end of the Torah. And then we take out a different Torah and start right over from the beginning, once again with the beginning of Genesis. The last thing I want to tell you about is, throughout the year we have many congregants, it's wonderful, reading from the Torah in our shul, chanting, who have learned as children or teenagers, young adults, or even those who learned in their 40s or 50s or beyond, many of them from our own Debbie Fenson. But coming up next month, we have a great opportunity for so many more of you to learn how to chant from the Torah. A rabbi from New York, Rabbi Miles Cohen, is visiting us as a scholar in residence. We got a grant for this from the New Horizons Fund for Seniors, part of the Canadian government. Rabbi Cohen is a really world-renowned, in our movement and even beyond our movement, expert on synagogue practice and ritual Jewish law, and especially on prayer and Torah reading, chanting from the Torah. He actually writes this book each year, and his wife does it with him as a partnership. A very clear book on what we do every day of the year. Do we add this blessing or that blessing, this prayer or that prayer for different holidays and different weekdays in the chapel or the sanctuary? But he also produces a binder that helps us teach the teenagers and even adults how to read Torah. He's come up with a system of teaching the Torah chanting system, the trope, or the Tamei Mikra in Hebrew. And this is the system that we use to teach our children, teenagers, and adults, that Debbie and Harriet and others use. So he's going to be doing beginning Torah reading classes. If you have some Hebrew reading, decoding skills, you've always wanted to learn how to read Torah, please come and sign up. If you know how to read Torah but you want some advanced skills, please sign up. He'll also be doing a few classes for Gabbayim, those who stand on the sides of the table in our sanctuary or our chapel and help correct the Torah reader. He's going to be doing classes for them. If you've done it before, you want to try doing it and learn those skills. And also for Parnasim, if you would like to be one of those, or you've already had some experience being one of those who goes around and finds people to do different roles on Shabbat or holidays, even high holidays, or you're one of the people up on the bima, just organizing the people up there. He'll do a couple classes for you as well. It'll be a wonderful 2 weeks in November. All the information is on our new website, same URL, same website title, bethisrael.ca, but beautiful new website. You can find all the details there. And also a new video that we produced about Rabbi Cohen's visit, featuring Rabbi Infeld, Debbie Fenson, me, and several congregants. And that is on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page and on our new website. So please look for all of that, including a Scholar in Residence weekend, the second weekend that he's here, the weekend of the 18th and 19th of November. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.